All right, hey you guys, welcome to my channel. So y'all, I'm in the bathroom. We're getting straight to this video. I didn't even plan on filming like an intro to this, but I had to come on here and show you guys my excitement for one, because I think this is a huge game changer. So UNice Hair has upgraded their V part, you guys. It is such a game changer. So what I'm wearing is their Easy Contour V part in Kinky Curly. I did end up doing a braid out on this, but I'll show you guys. Y'all know I'm gonna give you guys a detailed tutorial. So they've made 3 big improvements. So first they added a drawstring to the back, and I think this is the best improvement. This was the #1 issue I think a lot of people, including myself, had with V part or U part wigs. I loved them when they came out, but when I tell you the sizing on them just never really worked. I felt like they were always just a little bit too big, especially if my hair was completely flat, braided underneath. I always had some gapping or just felt like it just was not secure and flat to my head. They have upgraded that. I'm gonna show you guys up close and personal, but it makes a huge difference. So they also did a magic V line like right at the top. It just creates a more flawless look, a better contour, and it's fuller at the top of your head. I think they did a really good job on that as well. It's basically, they kind of put hair over the track, but again, it's easier if I just show you exactly what I'm talking about versus me trying to explain it. And then third, they kept everything light and breathable. So with this being summertime, you guys, like I told you guys, I have been here in Texas back home all summer with Isaiah, and I've been dying. I've been struggling wearing my little lace front wigs. I've been doing it sort of kind of, but let me tell you, it has been a lot. So with this, my hair underneath can still breathe. And then also, major thing, of course, you don't have to worry about any lace. So if you are not a lace girl, especially if you live in the South or just period, this is a upgrade you want. This is a wig I think you're gonna want. So yeah, y'all, not much to say. I think you can tell by my excitement that I think this is what you've been looking for, what I've been looking for, and what was definitely missing. Let me just stop blabbing. Let me go ahead and get to the details of this unit so you can see it up close and personal. And then we'll get into how I easily style this, you guys. Look, it is still summertime. School is definitely approaching, but we are still enjoying ourselves. We're still enjoying our family. I don't have time to be sitting in front of a mirror at this point. I'll do that when it's cold, you know, and it's snow on the ground and all that stuff. I'll make sure you check out the description box. I'll put everything down there, a direct link to this unit as well. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and get into the details of this unit, you guys. So here is just an up-close look at the texture. Like I said, I'm wearing the Kinky Curly. It's either in 22 or 24 inches, but I'll make sure I put it down below. And then here's an up-close shot of the drawstring I was telling you guys about that tightens the wig. It makes it fit so much more snug on your head. Even though it's a drawstring, it's still very comfortable. And then next here, I just wanted to show you an up close look of how they got rid of that weft by just adding hair over it. As you guys can see right here, it makes a world of a difference, and it makes your hair a lot more fuller at the top and blends perfectly. And then third, you have a breathable cap design with tons of combs and elastic band as well to make sure your unit is fitting exactly how you want it to, and it's fitting nice and snug but not too tight, and of course nice and flat. So going in, y'all, I'm gonna keep this very simple because this was so easy to do. All you want to do is just attach the combs and the clips to your hair. You could use an anchor braid if need be, but I did not have one this go around because my hair was already like this, you guys. It's definitely time for wash day. And then just taking that drawstring in the back, pulling it nice and tight but not too tight, and I was really impressed at this point because my hair felt so flat. The wig felt flat. It felt really, really good on my head. So I could definitely tell the upgrades that they did. And then as far as styling you guys go, I'm just going to take this in 6 different sections, starting with the back. All I'm doing is adding some water, raking that through, combing it through, detangling it, whatever you want to call it, and then adding some of my Design Essentials foam on top of that. I chose to do foam because I wanted more depth definition. I didn't want to do gel or anything. I feel like whenever you do gel, you really want like maybe like the single curls to pop. I knew I was going to do a braid out, and so I wanted that braid out look. So this foam is my favorite. You already know this by now, but it's Design Essentials, and I'm just braiding that all the way down. And then once I got to the end of each braid, I combed it out like I'm doing right here, added a little bit more foam, and then twirled it around to give it a nice little curl at the end. So I'm literally just gonna repeat the same process throughout my entire head, you guys. I didn't like comb or brush out every single curl, but I got the majority of each section, added a good amount, but not to overdo it as far as the foam goes, because I knew I didn't have that much time for this to dry, and I'm gonna speed that process up. I'll show you a little trick that I do in just a minute. You'll see in just a second when I got to the top of my hair, so blending my hair with the extensions, I did add a little bit of gel at the root just to kind of flatten it out a little bit, and then I just proceeded like I normally would have and just added the foam and braided down and then curled it. So keep in mind, you can do this as a twist out, a braid out, you can do flexi rods, you can even just of course do it off of your head if you don't want to sleep in it, or if you've got time the night before, just do it on a mannequin, braid it up, twist it up however you feel, and then you'll be good to go the next day. So I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'll show you guys what I just used to lay my edges, and then how I sped up the process of drying this hair because I had things to do, places to be. So for my edges, I use the Kiss edge control or edge tamer or gel. I don't know really what to call it, but it's the one in the purple jar with Pearl the Stylist on it. It's one of my favorite gels. So I just used that along with a tiny bit of foam that I already had on my hands for my braids, and just laid my edges and tied them down. And here is my hair about an hour later, you guys. I knew I didn't have time to let this really sit. So this is a really good trick for you. So all I'm gonna do is undo the braid. They weren't like dripping wet or none of that kind of stuff, but they were like on the, you know, they were just a little damp. It wasn't too crazy, but I'm not going to interrupt the braid at this point because you're just going to diffuse the hair as is. So I'm not separating, doing anything like that. I'm taking my little blow dryer. This is from Bondi Boost. You'll see in a second. It's very good. It's such a good travel blow dryer as well. And I'm just going to dry my hair like this. And then once I got to the top, I, did the same thing, undid the braids, and then just dried my hair all over again and put 2 little bobby pins in it. And I was good to go, you guys. I made this style easy on purpose. I didn't want to do too much. It's like 100 degrees here in Dallas. And yeah, I just wanted these curls to pop, and the hair came out so good. It's so soft, so juicy. I don't know. I was really feeling it at this point. I was so happy I did not have any lace on my head, y'all. So yeah, you guys, that is pretty much it. I love the upgrades on here. Let me know if you'd want to try something like this, if you still love V-parts as much as I do. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next one.